looked like it might have been a walleye.
I don't know, but it's tied up with this one.
That's all right. Come on with him. We'll untie him when we get the damn fish in. Don't rush him now, son.
You need the net ready.
You might.
It's off now.
I got this. No, he ain't.
I mean, it's off of that line.
We'll get the net, Pawpaw. You might have to tighten it up a little bit.
Thank you, Pawpaw. Don't.
Get the net, Pawpaw.
Yeah.
Come here.
I think it's another smallmouth.
Why are you so stubborn?
Can't really tell. Yes, another smallmouth. Your drag was too loose, but I'd rather see it too loose than not at all, you know. Now, see if you can get that hook out of there without killing him, because I don't think he's going to measure, is he? All right, best thing to do is just cut it and start over. Here. Just cut it. We'll put a new leader in.
I can reach it right there. See it?
That's right. No, let him go. He'll get rid of it. That's at Aberdeen. It'll be gone in a couple days. Hold it up there, Ethan. Well, there's a tape measure. Here. I got one right here. Huh? Does he know how to measure? It can't be about a foot. It's got to be. All right.
You want it?
Yeah. Damn right.
Pliers.
For what? I'll get it out when I clean him. I'm gonna put you a new leader on. It needs lengthening up anyway. Now was that one on the cork? Huh?
Yeah.
How deep was he? Does he? About 12 foot. Then might ought to set another one at about 12 foot. And let me get some leader material.
Because that lobber on that was hooked on that, and I was trying to get it on loose. And then yeah, I was wiggling it to try to get it on loose, and then it grabbed it for some.
Ethan.
Sir.
Do it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha ha. Good morning, y'all. Rodney here, coming to you from an early morning. It's 6:30. Almost had a beautiful sunrise here. Henry County, Virginia. I'm here in Collinsville. We went out yesterday and we caught two fish. One was a little tiny thing. This one here, shout out to Ethan Boyd. He put this one in the boat and it was just barely legal. Kind of swallowed the hook a little bit, so we put him in ice. We're going to let him not go to waste. I'm going to attempt to get this one scaled, the head removed, entrails removed, put some slashes in him. We're going to pan fry the whole thing. Y'all going to follow me for the process of that. Anyway, let me grab a spoon. I'll get the camera set up over here so you can see what I'm doing, and hopefully get some footage you can make some sense out of. Anyway, appreciate you guys clicking on and watching. Please give me a subscribe, thumbs up, like, whatever you care to do. Doesn't cost you anything. Makes me happy. Anyway, another special shout out. Special friend who's battling some demons. She really needs our prayers. If you don't mind, in your prayers, remember Tammy. She's a fighter. I'm telling you, this woman's got more heart than most men I've ever met in my life. I've never personally met her, but we have been put together by a greater being. For you guys that believe, I believe, she believes. And we've gotten quite close just through conversations. And anyway, that's enough of that. Keep her in your prayers. Lift her up. She's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, Tammy. This ain't the bluegill you asked for. That's still coming, I promise. But I want to throw this in as a special bonus for you. I know you get laughs and giggles out of my stuff. Anyway, let me get my stuff set. I'll be right with you. Alright, I hope y'all can hear me okay. First thing we want to do is knock the scales off this thing. I'm using just a teaspoon, tablespoon. No, that's a teaspoon. Just a spoon. You all know what I'm trying to say. So that's the way I was taught to scale them when I was young. This is how we ate all of our fish when I was a kid. Dad didn't believe in filleting nothing. And this was our job. This was probably our first job. Learning how to get the scales off one. I can do it a lot quicker, but I'm moving slow this morning, y'all. Y'all stay with me. We're gonna have this knocked out here in a minute. I better move that. I'm gonna drop my Hamilton Beach there. I know I got an electric knife out. That's what I usually use for fillet. But I think it will do a good job of getting done on this fish that we need done. We're gonna try it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? I shouldn't say that. Old hands just ain't wanting to cooperate with me very good this morning. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Everybody should know how to scale a fish. If you don't, get you a spoon and a fish and go at it. You can't hurt it. You can't hurt it. Alright, that looks pretty clean. I don't think I missed any there. That looks pretty good. Alright, now, get some of this out of the way. We'll wash all that up here in a minute with a water hose when I get it out, and I'm not going to bore you with that part. I just want you to see how we're going to process this and get it ready for a skillet. Stay. Like he's going to get up and run off. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come right in here behind the head. I'm going to start down and go right straight towards this backbone. When I hit that right there, I'm going to follow it right down and try to get right behind these two fins here and get that. Come on now. There we go. Well, it worked pretty good. I did get the fins. That's what I was after. Drop that head in the bucket. I'm not making no fish head soup today. I will do a fish head soup on a catfish for you before long. And open him up the stomach cavity all the way to the bone hole. I believe we're done with that. Let me set this knife down out of the way so it don't slide down. Y'all pardon me stepping out of frame, but gotta be done. Reach in there and grab a hold. Start pulling. That's one clean fish. A little bit of a bloodline in the liver, but in that very backbone. I'm digging that out one thumb. Now, I do not have my water hose out yet. It's still early in the morning. It's cool enough I've got time to go in the house. I didn't even bring a bowl to put him in. I'm fixing to walk in there. We're going to wash him in the sink. Need one more step here. Stay. I missed it. But that's okay. I'm human. I make mistakes. You're going to too. Shrug them off and keep getting it. Stay. You put him on that grid. There he won't slide. Being that I am pan frying him whole, I want him to get done evenly. And so my breading mix will get all the way up in there and the meat and everything gets done evenly. I'm going to put slits down him. Just down to the backbone. I don't want to cut him in half. Come on now. He's slick. He's slick. There we go. We got something to hang on to now. Gonna flip him over to the other side the same way. Just to the backbone. Don't want to cut him in half. Hope you can hear me over there. Listen though. Wait. Hear all the birds? They're glad to be up. Hope you're glad to be up. I know I am. I'm glad every day that my Lord grants me to get back up for more fishing. Now we've got him ready for the pan. That'll be fine till we get back. Let me lay this down, wipe my hands. I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'll see you in the kitchen. Y'all hang with me. It's going to be good, y'all. Well, we got the catching part done. We got the cleaning part done. Now comes the fun part. We're going to do the cooking and the eating part. Got another big shout out. James Boyd. It's his fellowship and his generosity that has provided me the last several years of having a large boat that I can get out on the lake in. He's very generous with his time. But more than all, he's more generous with his fellowship. We've kind of adopted each other as brothers. And we treat each other that way. You'll see we bicker and argue and fuss. But in the end, we love each other. Enough of that. As soon as I get this set up and get the grease going, we're fixing to show you how we're going to do this fish. We're going to fry this here thing whole. Fry him in a skillet. I believe I got a skillet big enough this time. Anyway, let me get everything breaded up, the oil hot. I'm just going to show you the good bits. Poppy, he hears me talk about cooking. He's dancing around my feet here. Aren't you? Yeah. All right, we'll get you on here in just a minute. Appreciate you staying with me this long. Okay, just real quick, what we got here is Mr. Smallmouth Bass, cleaned and washed and thoroughly rinsed, and he's been sitting in that cold water in the ice box while I got my kitchen cleaned up a little bit. Had some dishes to do. Got everything outside done, cleaned up, put away. Over here, we have a skillet, a large skillet, and that oil's getting hot. What I'm going to do next is drain the water off my fish over here, and we're going to braid it up. I'll show you that step when we get to it. Y'all hang with me. This is going to be good, y'all. All right, this will be the last shot with my handheld. I'm going to put it back on the stand. See if I can't get it over here and get it lined up over the skillet where you can see what I'm doing with this thing. But I'm still using Andy's product. Again, this is what I had left over from the other day, been refrigerated. It's the Andy's chicken breader, the mild, but it's still got a kick. Anyway, y'all hang with me. This is gonna be good, y'all. Let me get you set up on the camera where you can see what I'm gonna do over here in this skillet. Okay, I believe I've got that camera angle set where you can see what's fixing to happen here. You already know the drill. Get the oil hot. Be careful with it. This should not be done without adult supervision, but we'll do the best we can this morning with what we got. We're still looking for an adult around here. We're at about 350 now. I'm going to give it just a couple more seconds, and then we're going to carefully lay this smallmouth bass over in there and see what happens. Then Ben and Poppy's gonna have us a little snack for breakfast. Gonna have us a little snack for breakfast. We want this to get good and golden crispy. We want this to get good and golden crispy. Y'all bear with me here. Might have turned the camera on just a tad too early. I'll keep you entertained though. Try to. Yeah, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been cooking fish all my life. She's just about there. 357. That's probably close enough. Alright, let's get this party started. I'm going to reach over here and carefully I'm saying, carefully. Gotta get my hands on him. And get this bad boy laid in that hot oil. That's what I want to hear. Let me wipe my hands off here. Y'all watch him for a minute. Don't let him go nowhere. I don't think he's going to go far. We might be able to get him back to the plate. Let him cool down a little bit. And then I'm going to get you over the table and we're going to sit down and have breakfast together. Sure wish some of y'all could be here with me. Tammy, you especially. Man, I know you would like this. I don't know if you ever ate a bass. I do know you like bluegill. And I'm working on it. I promise you before the end of the week, I will have some bluegill located big enough to pan fry like this. I'll make you know. But I'm having fun with this. I am having a ball. I'm hoping I'm bringing some laughs and giggles to somebody and a blessing to somebody. I know it's always a blessing to me to be able to go out in God's creation and catch something and bring it home and clean it and prepare it, and fry it and eat it. Without him, I couldn't do any of it. I'm proud to still be walking and getting it. And I know that's already browning pretty good, and we're going to have to turn him maybe a couple times, I don't know, but I'm going to let him sit there as long as I feel comfortable without anything burning to make sure that this is going to be completely done, completely crispy, all the way to the bone, from the head to the tail. And the tail's where I'm going to start. My little tater chip, my little fish tail tater chips. Man, they are good. We used to fight over when we was kids who's going to eat the tail. You got your head thumped by your older brother if you ate his tail. If you eat your own tail, leave mine alone. We was kind of the same way over the squirrel heads when Dad would fry squirrel. We learned at a young age that there's some good eating on that head and in that head. And yes, I did eat the brain. No, we didn't eat no eyeballs. Dad was pretty good about getting them out. But he would, carefully. Oh my word. Oh my word. Look at that. Y'all see that beautiful piece of meat laying there? Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a few minutes on this side. And I may turn it once again to the other side and back to this side again. Don't know. I'm going to kind of feel over here in a minute and see how done it feels up here at the thickest part of this shoulder here. I could probably do that with a little piece of a fork stuck in it or something. Let me see if I got one handy here. I'm sure I do. Don't be looking in the junk drawer here now. I wish y'all could smell this house. This is going to be good, y'all. My mouth is watering. My mouth is watering. I'm sitting here watching bubbles. I'm still getting some pretty good sized bubbles coming off up here. Starting getting some small ones up where it's done got the inside of that cavity done well. I ain't going to be eating up in that part no way. But I will be dragging all that rib meat off the ribs as I drag it off that. Ain't going to be nothing left but a skeleton. Nothing left but a skeleton. Won't hardly even be enough for the cats to eat. I haven't looked at the clock, so I don't know how long I've fried it, but this is unedited. The actual cooking part's unedited. You can watch the timestamp on the video and tell about home. Each fish that you cook is going to vary in time due to the thicknesses and how you got them cut. All them good factors. All them good factors. Boats are starting to slow up quite a bit now. Let's go ahead and, well, before I go to the trouble of turning, let me see how close we are. I believe that's pretty tender. I'm gonna flip him for just a second or two. For just a second or two. Come on, Rod, don't mess up now. You don't want to mess anything up with this hot oil. That can be a bad thing, y'all. That can be a bad thing. Sounding better all the time. Sounding better all the time. I think this time it won't be necessary to flip. We're just going to take them up and let him drain. We'll get you moved over to the table. And we're going to have us a little early morning feast. I didn't go to trouble cooking any french fries, anything. I'm telling you, I'm going to sit down and eat me some fish this morning. That's it. And the way they've been tasting, I ain't really needed any condiments. I've got some homemade cocktail sauce in there that's really loaded up with horseradish that I love. Don't have any of my homemade tartar sauce made, so I may just eat it straight up. I'm going to take mine straight this morning. I know y'all think I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I think that has been a long enough swim for that young man. Let me take him up and get him on his plate here. Go ahead and kill my fire. So I don't walk away and forget it. See if I can do this without all my jitters going on. Gently, gently. Oh, he jumped in the plate. He was ready. He's ready to get at. Y'all look at that. Would y'all look at that? All right, let me get him over to the table. I'll get you guys moved over there, and as soon as he's cool enough, we're going to put some mouth on him. Y'all hang with me. It's going to be good, y'all. All righty. I believe we got that all in frame. Not that you need to see me eating, but I want you to hear the crunch. I pray over all my food, but I've already prayed on this one. I've been praying over this one for the last couple of hours. Have some special prayers that I'm sending up that I know are being heard. Anyway, he knows what's up. Poppy's wanting his bite. Y'all see if the icebox just kicked on. See if y'all can hear this crunch. Man, that is some kind of good, y'all. I know it's going to be hot, but we got to try it. We got to try to get it off there, Poppy. That is way hot. That's way too hot for you, buddy. That is way too hot for you. Almost too hot for me. I'll cool some off for you, buddy, I promise. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Look at that. Would you just look at that? As you can see, these big chunks of meat that are popping off that bone have no bone. The bone's still laying right there on the carcass. I believe that was cooled off enough for me to get a bite, maybe share a bite with my dog here. Get pretty. Get pretty. There you go, buddy. I hope y'all enjoying watching my videos. If you are, be sure and give me a big old thumbs up and a like, subscribe. Something so I can continue making these videos for you. I want to tell you and be honest with you, if nobody was watching, I'd still be making them. I'd be making them for myself, I reckon. I have for years. But I'm finally getting some people that are enjoying my stuff, and I am so glad, and I'm super blessed. You see how that just pulls right away? Give us one more piece here. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys any more than I already have with you sitting there watching me chomp and chew. But know that when I turn that camera off, I'm going to finish this stuff. I'm going to finish this stuff, and Poppy's waiting for him seconds too. Anyway, we appreciate you watching, especially all the way to the end. If you have watched it all the way in, I know you're enjoying what you're seeing. Hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Anyway, God bless. Tight lines till our next adventure.